you are going to learn how to code your own tech toys. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the bow tie to see it spin, click the sunglasses to see them change color, click the laptop to power up the helicopter, use the arrow keys to fly the helicopter, and press the make the bar to make the helicopter loop the loop. So this is how the game is going to start off. So you will click on the bow tie to see it spin. Then you'll click on the sunglasses to see them change color. Okay. Then you're going to click on the left. And then you're going to use the arrow keys to move the helicopter. And you're going to use the space bar to make the helicopter do a loop the loop. All right. So let's get to coding this program. All right. So in order to create this tech game of ours, we are going to have to open the starter project. And in the starter project, you should see two characters, a laptop and a helicopter. So we're going to click on the bow tie sprite and add this code. So we're going to click on bow tie. Then we're going to go to events and drag out when this sprite clicked. Go to control, grab the repeat loop, then go to motion and drag out the turn 15 degrees clockwise block. Then we're going to click the bow tie to run our code. You should see that your bow tie turns 15 degrees clockwise 10 times, turning it 115 degrees in total. Okay, so now find the point in direction block and without dragging it, click it to set the bow tie back to its starting position. So point in direction, and without dragging it, you just click and it has positioned itself in the starting position. A quick little tip, in Scratch you can click on a block to run it straight away. You don't even need to drag it into the scripts area first. Now, to make the bow tie do one complete spin, the numbers in your code need to add up to 360 degrees. So we need to change the code so that the bow tie turns 36 degrees 10 times, which is 36 by 10, which will equal to 360. So we just change this to 36. And if you click the bow tie, it does a full circle or a full spin. Now, if you want your bow tie to do 4 complete spins, you can change the number in the repeat block from 10 to 40. And you can test it out. Now, the next thing we need to do is color changing glasses. So we can use the following blocks to make the sunglasses change color when it's clicked. So we're going to click on sunglasses, go to events, drag out when the sprite clicked, go to control, drag out the repeat loop, go to looks and drag out change color effect by 25. So this means if you click on the sunglasses, it changes color. Now remember that you can change the numbers in the code blocks if you want to. The next thing we're going to do is power up our helicopter. So let's add a code to the helicopter to start up when the laptop is clicked. So let's start by broadcasting a start message when the laptop is clicked. You'll need to create a new message called start. So let's click on helicopter, go to events, drag out when the sprite clicked, go to sound, drag out start sound, click on the drop down arrow, and since the computer sound is not there, oh sorry guys, I've been coding it in the wrong place. This is helicopter, so we need the laptop. There we go. So we go to events. When the sprite's clicked, sound, start sound, computer beeps 1, events, broadcast message, click on the drop down arrow, click new message, and type there start, click OK. So this code broadcasts a message to all other sprites. If you test this code, you'll see that nothing happens yet. This is because you've not coded the helicopter to respond to the message. So we need to click on the helicopter and drag out when I receive start. So if you click your helicopter's costumes tab, you'll notice that it has 2 costumes with slightly different propellers, helicopter and helicopter 2. You can use the 2 costumes to animate the helicopter. Add this code so that the helicopter changes costume forever once it receives the start message. Control, forever loop, looks, next costume. Now, test your helicopter by clicking your laptop sprite. Does your helicopter's propeller animate? So it looks as if it's spinning. Alright, the next thing we need to do is code the helicopter. So let's use the arrow keys to fly our helicopter. Let's start by coding the helicopter to move up when the up arrow is pressed. So click here, events, when space key pressed, change it to up arrow, go to motion, and drag out change Y by 5. Now, if you test the code, you see that the helicopter's Y position up down changes whenever the up arrow is pressed. To have your helicopter move more smoothly, you can instead add a code to move upwards inside your helicopter's forever loop. So we can do this. Instead of using this, we can say control if statement, key arrow from sensing, key up arrow, go to motion, change Y by 5. So that if it flies up smoothly. So now we can do for the left arrow. If statement, sensing, key space, and say left arrow, go to motion and have the change X by -5. So now all we need to do is do for down and right. So this will be control, 2 if statements, sensing, 2 key arrow pressed. So this will be for down, and this one will be for right. Okay, so up down is Y, and left to right is X. So Y will be -5 and X will be 5. Okay, and the next thing we need to do is add a code to our helicopter to do a 360-degree spin, or what we call loop the loop. So you want the helicopter to do a 360-degree spin whenever the space key is pressed. Remember that the numbers in your code need to add up to 360. So we're going to go to events and drag out when space key is pressed, control, repeat loop, and we're going to make sure it's 360. Then we're going to go to motion and drag out turn degrees anti-clockwise and just change the number to a 1. So if you test out the program and press the space key, it goes in a very slow motion. So this means it only goes in this direction because of the degree is only 1. So we need to speed up the helicopter spin by changing the numbers in your code so that it turns more degrees fewer times. It doesn't matter what numbers you choose as long as they add up to 360. So over here we can have 45 and here we can have 8. So if you want your helicopter to move as well as spin, just add a move block to your code and change the number to a 5. Now press the space again to test your code. You should see your helicopter move in a circle like that. So what happens if you change the number in your move block? Alright, so now a little challenge for you guys is you can now create your own tech toy. Can you create your own tech toy? You could make the antenna move whenever they clicked. Here's the code blocks you'll need to use the antenna, which is this. You can use these blocks, events, when the sprite clicked, control, repeat loop, motion, turn degrees clockwise, the wait from events, control, wait 0.1 second, and here as well 0.1 seconds. Motion, turn 50 degrees clockwise. So it could be like this, whoops, like this, yeah, like that. Again, you can make any tech toy you like. You can have retro robot, rocket ship, motorcycle, or guitar electric. And if you click this, there we go. So have fun with the tech, create your own tech toy, and I will see you guys in the next one.